US stocks closed lower. Dow Jones Industrial average fell 1.78%. Investing.com, US stocks were lower after the close on Thursday, as losses in the technology, financials, and industrial sectors led shares lower. At the close in NYSE, the Dow Jones Industrial average lost 1.78%, while the S&P 500 index fell 2.12%, and the Nasdaq Composite Index declined 2.88%. The best performers of the session on the Dow Jones Industrial average were Walmart Inc., which rose 4.01% or 5.35 points to trade at 138.88 at the close. Meanwhile, Cisco Systems Inc. added 2.72% or 1.48 points to end at 55.72, and Coca-Cola Co. was up 2% or 1.22 points to 62.12 in late trade. The worst performers of the session were Salesforce.com Inc., which fell 5.53% or 11.71 points to trade at 200.03 at the close. Caterpillar Inc. declined 4.37% or 8.90 points to end at 194.74, and 3M Company was down 3.57% or 5.50 points to 148.64. The top performers on the S&P 500 were Newmont Goldcorp Corp., which rose 5.4% to 67.75, Sealed Air Corporation, which was up 5% to settle at 67.35, and Walmart Inc., which gained 4.01% to close at 138.88. The worst performers were Albemarle Corp., which was down 19.91% to 197.02 in late trade, LKQ Corporation, which lost 14.32% to settle at 47.64, and Tyler Technologies Inc., which was down 8.75% to 428.62 at the close. The top performers on the Nasdaq Composite were Inspirato Inc., which rose 648.38% to 92.65, Cepton Inc., which was up 343.51% to settle at 42.000, and Anghami De Inc., which gained 161.36% to close at 28.880. The worst performers were Amplitude Inc., which was down 58.9% to 17.10 in late trade, Guardion Health Sciences Inc., which lost 34.12% to settle at 0.3700, and Yumanity Therapeutics Inc., which was down 28.81% to 1.26 at the close. Falling stocks outnumbered advancing ones on the New York Stock Exchange by 23.88 to 861, and 96 ended unchanged. On the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, 3037 fell and 788 advanced, while 179 ended unchanged. Shares in Salesforce.com Inc. fell to 52-week lows, losing 5.53% or 11.71 to 200.03. Shares in Coca-Cola Co. rose to all-time highs, up 2% or 1.22 to 62.12. Shares in 3M Company fell to 52-week lows, falling 3.57% or 5.50 to 148.64. Shares in Inspirato Inc. rose to all-time highs, rising 648.38% or 80.27 to 92.65. Shares in Amplitude Inc. fell to all-time lows, falling 58.9% or 24.51 to 17.10. Shares in Cepton Inc. rose to all-time highs, rising 343.51% or 32.530 to 42.000. Shares in Guardion Health Sciences Inc. fell to 52-week lows, losing 34.12% or 0.1916 to 0.3700. Shares in Anghami De Inc. rose to all-time highs, up 161.36% or 17.830 to 28.880. Shares in Yumanity Therapeutics Inc. fell to 5-year lows, falling 28.81% or 0.51 to 1.26. The CBOE Volatility Index, which measures the implied volatility of S&P 500 options, was up 15.73% to 28.11. Gold futures for April delivery was up 1.57% or 29.30 to $1,900.80 a troy ounce. Elsewhere in commodities trading, crude oil for delivery in March fell 2.09% or 1.96 to hit $91.70 a barrel, while the April Brent oil contract fell 0.06% or 0.06 to trade at $92.91 a barrel. Euro to US dollar was up 0.03% to 1.1364, while US dollar to Japanese yen fell 0.01% to 114.92. The US dollar index futures was up 0.14% at 95.828.